Hi everyone, my name's Tara. I'm 22 years old and I live in Chicago. Today, I'm going to tell you about the scariest day of my life. Trust me, it's a story that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive in. It was a chilly Wednesday morning. I was at home, scrolling through my phone, sipping on some tea. Everything felt normal, just another day. Then, out of nowhere, my phone buzzed with a call. It was my best friend, Priya. Her name popped up on the screen, and I answered with a casual, "Hey, what's up?" But the moment I heard her voice, my heart sank. Priya was sobbing. "Tara, please, I need your help," she said, her voice shaking. "Come to the bus terminal. Hurry. I'm so scared." Before I could ask anything, the call cut off. Dead. My heart started racing. Priya's not the kind of person who cries easily. Something was seriously wrong. I didn't think twice. I grabbed my jacket, my keys, and bolted out the door. My mind was spinning with questions. What happened? Why was she at the bus terminal? I jumped into my car and sped toward the terminal, my hands gripping the steering wheel tight. When I got there, I spotted Priya near the entrance. She looked like a ghost, pale, her eyes wide with fear, her hands trembling. I ran up to her. "Priya, what's going on?" I asked, trying to stay calm. She grabbed my arm, her nails digging into my skin. "Someone's following me, Tara," she whispered, looking around nervously. "I think he's dangerous." My stomach dropped. "Following you? Who? Did you call the police?" I asked. She shook her head. "My phone died. He's been following me all morning. Everywhere I go, he's there." I scanned the crowded terminal. People were rushing around, dragging suitcases, talking on phones. Everything looked normal, but Priya's fear was contagious. "What does he look like?" I asked. She swallowed hard and said, "He's tall, maybe 6 feet. Wears a black hoodie, jeans, and a baseball cap pulled low over his eyes." "Tara, I'm freaking out." Suddenly, she froze and pointed behind me. "There, that's him." I whipped around and saw him, a tall guy in a black hoodie, cap low, standing near a ticket counter. He was staring right at us. My skin prickled. "Let's go, now," I said, grabbing her hand. We started walking fast toward the exit, weaving through the crowd. Priya kept looking back, her grip on my hand tightening. "My car's outside," I told her. "We'll drive somewhere safe." We made it to my car, and as we got in, Priya gasped, "Tara, he's coming." I looked in the rearview mirror. The guy was walking toward us, his pace steady, his face blank. It was creepy, like something out of a movie. I locked the doors, started the engine, and peeled out of the parking lot. My heart was pounding as I checked the mirror. He was still standing there, watching us drive away. "Where should we go?" I asked Priya. She was shaking but managed to say, "Let's go to the Lakeside Plaza. It's always packed with people. He can't do anything there." I nodded and drove straight to the plaza, a big shopping center nearby. The whole way, I kept checking the mirrors, half expecting to see that guy tailing us. But there was no one. We parked near the main entrance. and Priya seemed to relax a bit as we walked into the bustling plaza. Families, shoppers, and kids were everywhere. It felt safe, normal. "We're okay now," I told her, trying to sound confident. We headed to the food court to grab some drinks. Priya said she needed to use the restroom, so I went to buy us some iced coffee. I stood in line, glancing around, still a little on edge. The food court was loud, people laughing, kids running around. Everything seemed fine. I got our drinks and sat at a table, waiting for Priya. But when she came back, her face was pale again. "Tara," she whispered, sitting down. "He's here. I saw him near the electronics store." My heart stopped. "What? How did he find us?" I asked, my voice low. Priya's eyes were wide. "I don't know, but he was standing there, watching me." I felt a chill run down my spine. This was getting too weird. "We need to find security," I said. We got up and hurried to the security desk near the entrance. A middle-aged security guard was there, looking bored. "Excuse me, sir," I said. "We need help. Someone's following us, and we're scared." The guard sat up straight. "Can you describe him?" he asked. Priya spoke up, her voice shaky. "Tall, black hoodie, jeans, baseball cap. I saw him near the electronics store just now." The guard nodded. "Stay here. I'll check it out." He grabbed his radio and walked off. Priya and I sat near the desk, watching the crowd. I kept expecting to see that hoodie guy pop up, but there was no sign of him. After about 15 minutes, the guard came back, looking puzzled. "I checked the whole area," he said. "No one matching that description. Are you sure he was here?" Priya and I exchanged a glance. "How could he just vanish?" "Maybe he saw us coming to you and left," I said, trying to make sense of it. The guard was kind. "If you see him again, call me right away." "Do you want an escort to your car?" he offered. "Yes, please," I said. He walked us to the parking lot, and we scanned every corner. No hoodie guy. We thanked the guard and got into my car. Priya seemed calmer now. "Maybe he's gone," she said softly. I hoped she was right, but something still felt off. How was this guy finding us so fast? To lighten the mood, I suggested we grab some food. "There's a cozy diner nearby, Sunny's Kitchen. Let's go there," I said. Priya nodded, and we drove to the diner. It was a cute little place with big windows and a warm vibe. We grabbed a booth near the window, and Priya started to look like herself again. "Tara, thank you so much for being here," she said, sipping her soda. I was so scared. I smiled. "That's what friends are for." "But, Priya, who was that guy? Why was he following you?" She sighed, looking down at her drink. "I don't know. I was walking to the bus terminal this morning, and I noticed him behind me. Every time I turned around, he was there, keeping his distance but always watching. It freaked me out." We talked for a while, trying to make sense of it. The diner was quiet, just a few people eating and chatting. Everything felt normal again. But then, Priya's face went pale. "Tara," she whispered, her eyes fixed on something behind me. "Don't look, but he's here, near the entrance." My stomach twisted. "Are you serious?" I whispered back. "How does he keep finding us?" I was about to suggest calling the police when Priya did something I didn't expect. She stood up, walked straight toward the guy in the hoodie, and sat down at his table. I was stunned. What was she doing? I watched as they talked, their voices low. After a few minutes, Priya came back to our booth, and the guy followed her. "Tara," she said, her voice calm now. "This is Arjun. He's my cousin." I blinked. "Your cousin?" "Priya. You said some random guy was following you." She looked embarrassed. "I know. I'm sorry. I lied." Arjun sat down across from me, pulling off his cap. He looked normal. Not scary at all, just a regular guy in his 20s. "Tara, I'm so sorry for freaking you out," he said. "Priya and I had a big fight last week. I've been trying to talk to her, but she's been avoiding me." Priya sighed. "Arjun's been calling and texting me nonstop." I got annoyed, so I stopped replying. This morning, I saw him behind me on my way to the terminal, and I panicked. I thought he was, like, stalking me or something. Arjun shook his head. "I wasn't stalking her. I just wanted to apologize. Priya, your family. I didn't mean to scare you. I was still processing this." "So, you made me think we were in danger because you didn't want to talk to your cousin?" I asked, half laughing, half annoyed. Priya nodded, looking guilty. "I know. It was stupid. I didn't know how to handle it." Arjun chimed in. "I shouldn't have followed her like that. I just wanted to give her this." He pulled a small bracelet from his pocket and placed it on the table. "It's our grandmother's. I found it at my place, and I knew Priya would want it back." Priya's eyes softened as she picked up the bracelet. "Arjun, thank you. I'm sorry for overreacting." She turned to me. "Tara, I'm so sorry for dragging you into this." I shook my head, smiling. "It's okay, but next time, just tell me what's going on." "All right." Arjun stood up. "I'll leave you two alone now. Priya, let's talk later, okay? No more following." Priya nodded, and Arjun left the diner. We sat there for a moment, just processing everything. "Well," Priya said, laughing a little, "that was dramatic." I laughed too. "You think I was ready to fight off a creepy stalker?" We finished our food, and I drove Priya home. It had been a wild day, but in the end, it was just a big misunderstanding. Sometimes, the scariest moments have the simplest explanations. So, that's my story, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave a comment, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more crazy stories from my life. Have you ever had a day that felt like a thriller movie but turned out to be something totally different? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.